In this video, we will show you how to safely disassemble and repair a Kadant Johnson 9750 PT2X Rotary joint. Please follow your company's safety procedures whenever working on Kadant Johnson products, and review the entire video instruction before proceeding with the disassembly and repair. Please wear appropriate personal protection equipment, which includes safety shoes, hard hat, safety glasses, gloves, and earplugs. We will now begin with the removal of the rotary joint. After disconnecting all piping from the rotary joint, remove the cap screws securing the head to the body. Remove the head and set aside. Remove the gasket and discard. Bend the tabs, securing the washer to the support nut back, and loosen the support nut approximately 1/4 inch or 6.4 millimeters. Place a block of wood over the support tube nut and strike it with a hammer. This will break the tapered seal inside the rotary joint. Remove the support tube nut by hand and set aside. Be sure to note the location of the indexing slot at the end of the support tube. Remove the hex nuts that secure the body to the ring bracket. Remove the body and set it aside with the O-ring facing up. Remove the O-ring from the end of the support tube and discard. Gradually loosen the cap screws that secure the end cap assembly to the ring bracket. Because the end cap assembly is spring-loaded, you will notice it gradually moving away from the ring bracket. Once the end cap assembly cap screws are removed, remove the end cap assembly and set it aside with the sealing surface facing up. Remove the seal ring and store it in a secure area. Remove the cap screws securing the ring bracket to the bearing cover and set aside for reuse. The wear plate is now accessible and can be removed. Remove the cap screws securing the wear plate to the journal flange, taking care not to damage the sealing surface. Set the wear plate aside, removing the gasket and scraping the area clean. Discard the gasket. The PT2X Rotary joint has now been disassembled for inspection and repair. We will now repair the PT2X Rotary joint. Important note: Kadant Johnson provides 2 types of repair kits. The cartridge and wear plate kit is a pre-assembled repair cartridge that includes metal components as well as seals, gaskets, and O-rings. The soft kit includes seals, gaskets, and O-rings only, and is used to rebuild the existing end cap assembly. If using a cartridge and wear plate kit, proceed to the reinstallation portion of this video. We will now repair the PT2X Rotary joint using a soft kit. Place the end cap assembly in a large press with the sealing surface facing up. Compress the nipple until the quick release pins are unloaded. Please note that spring force is present during this step, and care must be taken when compressing the end cap assembly. While the nipple is compressed, insert the quick release pin removal tools into the holes until they bottom out. The removal tools will compress the quick release locking mechanism. Release the press until the nipple clears the pins. Separate the nipple from the end cap and set aside. Remove the O-rings from the nipple and discard. Inspect the nipple grooves and sealing surfaces. If damaged, replace them before moving on. Lubricate and install new O-rings. The same steps can be followed if your equipment has a cup seal. Inspect and clean the end cap, pins, quick release pins, and springs, replacing any damaged products. If the end cap is damaged, it may be removed from the end flange by removing the 2 screws on the end flange face. To reinstall, reverse this process. If replacing the pins and the quick release pins, be sure to install the quick release pins in the holes with the dimples next to them. Install the nipple by lining up the larger holes in the nipple with the quick release pins. Use a press to compress the nipple while confirming the springs are seated properly. Continue until the locking mechanism has cleared the counterbore, then slowly release the press. The PT2X Rotary joint has now been inspected and repaired. We will now reinstall the PT2X Rotary joint. Spray contact adhesive on the back of the wear plate and place the gasket. Apply anti-seize to the cap screw threads and set aside. Place the wear plate and gasket onto the journal flange and secure them with the provided cap screws, tightening them in a star pattern to the specified torque. Apply anti-seize to the ring bracket cap screws. Place the ring bracket on the bearing cover, lining up the holes. Secure the ring bracket with the provided cap screws, tightening them in a star pattern to the specified torque. Before placing the end cap assembly, clean the mating surfaces of the wear plate, seal ring, and nipple. Carefully place the seal ring over the support tube into position. While holding the seal ring in place, slide the end cap assembly over the support tube and into position. Once in place, secure the end cap assembly to the ring bracket using the provided cap screws. Do this in a cross pattern, drawing the end cap assembly to the ring bracket evenly. After fastening the end cap assembly, the groove with the dimple should be within the viewing window of the seal wear indicator. If not, the setup dimension is incorrect and you should contact Kadant Johnson. Lubricate and install the O-ring on the end of the support tube. Apply anti-seize to the tapered portion of the support tube. Remove the body O-ring and discard. Lubricate and install the new O-ring onto the body. Place the body onto the support tube, aligning the pin with the indexing slot on the support tube. Once aligned, position both over the studs on the ring bracket and secure with hex nuts, tightening them in a star pattern to the specified torque. The support tube indexing slot should be at the same position as previously noted. Apply anti-seize to the threads of the support tube nut. Insert 2 bent lock washer tabs into the body. While holding the washer in position, install the support tube nut, torquing it to 300 foot-pounds or 407 Newton-meters. Once tightened, bend 2 lock washer tabs over the bolt flats to prevent the support tube nut from loosening. Place the gasket on the rotary joint body, then install the head on the body with cap screws, tightening them in a star pattern to the specified torque. Once the head is secure, attach piping to the rotary joint. The PT2X Rotary joint has now been successfully disassembled, repaired, and reinstalled on the dryer equipment.